Life is not a simple pursuit of pleasure, nor is it the search for comfort. It is, in its truest form, a journey toward virtue. A journey that transcends the fleeting satisfaction of the moment and leads us into the depths of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. We are not here to chase happiness, but to embrace something greater, something that gives our lives depth, integrity, and a sense of true satisfaction. We have all witnessed the fleeting nature of pleasure, the kind that momentarily warms the heart but leaves us cold and empty once it passes. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, understood this truth well. His life was not filled with the distractions of fleeting joy, but instead, it was marked by discipline, fortitude, and a quiet devotion to something much more profound than momentary pleasure. He knew that in the face of war, loss, and suffering, happiness would not be found in indulgence, but in the cultivation of virtue. This same idea was present in the life of Jesus Christ, often called the man of sorrows. His life was not one of comfort, but one of sacrifice. He gave of himself, his spirit, and his love, not in the pursuit of personal happiness, but in service to a higher calling. Through his suffering, we learn that true happiness is not in avoiding pain, but in embracing it for a greater purpose. And so, we must ask ourselves, what is the relationship between happiness and morality? The answer is this: the pursuit of virtue, the cultivation of self-awareness, and the service of others lead us to the deepest form of happiness, not as an end goal, but as a byproduct of our moral actions. It is the joy that arises when we live in harmony with our highest ideals. The joy that comes from knowing we have lived a life of meaning, integrity, and selflessness. The Stoic way teaches us that true happiness is not the result of seeking pleasure or avoiding discomfort. It is the result of living in accordance with nature, of embracing the challenges and struggles that life presents, knowing that through them, we find the strength to grow, to learn, and to serve. It is through the power of inner resilience, the quiet strength that comes from self-mastery, that we are able to rise above the chaos of the world and live with purpose. True happiness is not something we acquire. It is something we cultivate. It is found in the daily practice of virtues like patience, wisdom, and compassion. It is seen in the small acts of kindness, the quiet moments of humility, and the courage to face life's adversities with grace. It is in these moments that we find peace and contentment, not because we are seeking happiness, but because we are doing what is right. The pleasures of the world are transient. They come and go, but the cultivation of virtue lasts forever. The disciplined, the humble, and the self-aware will find that in seeking the good of others, in serving a higher cause, they will experience a joy that is beyond what the world can offer. It is the joy of living a life that is true to our principles, a life of integrity, service, and selflessness. Let us look beyond the fleeting pleasures that the world offers. Let us not be deceived by the false promises of instant gratification. Instead, let us focus on the virtues that will lead us to true fulfillment. Let us choose truth over comfort, service over self-interest, and humility over pride. In doing so, we will find that the happiness we seek is not a distant dream, but a natural consequence of the way we choose to live. So today, let us embrace the higher calling. Let us live with purpose. Let us live with gratitude for the opportunities we have to serve others, to grow in wisdom, and to embody the virtues that make life truly meaningful. Let us find joy, not in avoiding hardship, but in facing it with courage, humility, and love. For in the end, it is not in the pursuit of our own happiness that we find fulfillment. It is in the pursuit of something greater than ourselves. And in this pursuit, we discover the greatest joy of all, the joy of knowing that we have lived a life true to our highest ideals, a life that has made the world a better place for others. Let us walk this path together, with gratitude in our hearts, humility in our souls, and the power of inner resilience driving us forward. Let us live a life of meaning, a life that resonates with purpose, and let us be the change we wish to see in the world. Thank you.